Welcome back to the Dad and Daughter Show. I'm the dad, B. Brown. That's my beautiful daughter, star of the show, Delia.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm working on intros, mate. Working on intros. Alright. Why do you look a bit off, like you're not into it or something?
Oh, because I took my glasses off.
So
I can't see. But I took my glasses off so I can't see, so that when I tell the story I want to tell,
you can't see
I
yourself
can't see
telling it.
Yeah. Like, it's going to add to...
That's just weird. Anyway,
Anyways.
we're kicking off new segment, kind of. I don't know. We want to start off the show each week in the same way.
Yep.
So we've decided on what's happening now.
What's happening now?
Thank you. And so...
What's happening now?
Thank you. All right. So it's either going to be what's happening in our lives or something that's happening in or around the world. Just something current.
Yeah, current events.
So, and...
I'm Katie Current, keeping you current. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Name that movie. Shark Tale.
Oh, okay. Renee Zellweger's character.
What?
The actor or
Renee
actress.
Zellweger.
Zellweger.
No, that's Katie Current.
Yes.
She's played by Tracy Grimshaw.
Oh, fuck.
In the Australian version.
We're getting way off track. Way off track. Way off track.
There's different versions of Shark Tale, and the news presenter is
way off track.
related to the country.
Way off track. Way off track. So anyway, what we've decided in the what's happening now world is P. Diddy.
Did he do it? Yes, he did. First of all.
Well,
so yeah, let's really get into it.
All right, kick it off.
Look, I didn't really look into the case too much while it was happening. All I was thinking was, he's cooked. He's gone. I stopped listening to Diddy music, and I was like, that's it.
So does Biggie? You know Biggie?
I said Diddy's music. I said I stopped listening to Diddy's music.
Well, Biggie...
Anything he's singing on.
Okay. So not anything he's produced or responsible for.
I don't want to get into this romantic
Okay, so anyway, carry on.
But, yeah, that was from the beginning of the case. And the whole time I'm just thinking, oh, he's cooked. He's going to go he's going to go away for a long time, or he's going to Jeffrey Epstein.
The jury or what? Oh, himself.
Yeah.
In jail. Okay.
Yeah. But allegedly. Anyways, but then what today? Today the verdict
came out today.
And what I'm not understanding, okay, is he got not guilty for the racketeering, not guilty for the sex trafficking.
2 charges of sex trafficking.
But guilty for 2 charges of transporting prostitution?
Yeah. Transportation of prostitution.
How the fuck is transport of prostitution not sex trafficking?
So
how is that not the same thing?
Different. So,
but
no, he was found.
The words
okay,
I'm talking about.
So he was found guilty, essentially, of prostitution.
Yeah.
But he was hiring prostitutes.
Yeah.
To come and sleep with his girlfriends, and prostitution.
Oh my God.
Prostitution is illegal.
What in the world?
Sex trafficking.
Yes.
Would be if he was forcing his girlfriends, Cassie and...
Well, he was.
The other one was Jane.
Jane, though.
Yeah. So if he was forcing them into the situation. So, and the racketeering one, pretty much they were never going to get a conviction on that. Like, it's pretty much the equivalent of a RICO case, I think, which is what they brought in for...
Young Thug.
No, well, maybe. But it was more they brought it in for the mafia back in the day.
Right.
So that they could convict them as a group rather than just target the individual.
Just get the man.
And so with Diddy's case, they were saying he was the leader of an organized crime syndicate. So all of his employees would have had to have been implicit.
Gone down.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone down. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of it specifically, but it would have been a...
Well, it's so fucking crazy to me. I didn't even know all of that. So they're trying to say that he's not guilty of sex trafficking, meaning that Cassie wasn't forced to do it.
Yeah, so the problem... Well, what? You got more to say?
Yes, I'm here to say I stand with Cassie.
Yeah.
She was forced to do it. If anybody's seen the video of him dragging her up and down the fucking hotel hallway, and you're going to say that's not forced.
Well, so...
It's crazy.
So him being a prick, essentially, or just a asshole, whatever word you want to insert there, was not in question.
Yeah.
So they showed the tape of him beating her.
Yeah.
And like...
Dragging her.
So the case wasn't about him being...
violent or whatever.
Yeah, like there was none of that was part of it. She already got paid out for that.
Yeah.
20 mil or whatever it was. So yeah, so him being an asshole was never in question. Even his own lawyers said he's a jerk. Well, they said jerk, you know.
Piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, that's what they should have said.
Yeah.
So that was not in question. So that didn't matter. So to get them on the sex trafficking, the problem was Cassie had text messages that said, well, I've got it here. So like he texted her, when do you want to freak off? And she replied, I'm always ready to freak off. LOL. Right, so that makes her complicit. But you know what? Fuck that. That's where it gets like grey area is wrong.
It's so hard because, whatever. She was with him. She did love him. They were together. Like there was been times in their relationship where like she was down.
Yeah. But then
eventually it grew into some crazy shit that she was not going to be a part of.
Yeah. Or at some point it just got tiresome.
Yeah,
it's like,
she's like, why do
we've done this. Like can't we just be
cut that?
But all of that is just hearsay or just speculation.
That's crazy, but
so that pretty much killed their case. Like there was another text message that she sent, which was sexually explicit, but she said like he was angling for it without saying it in print. Like so, she was like, I know what he wants. Yeah, I'm gonna message
whatever.
him. Yeah,
but it's also like as a jury, because this was a jury that gets to decide this shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
did he pay them off?
Yeah, did he pay them off? Were they scared for their lives? Because it's still like, you got to understand to some capacity that like this shit is fucked.
At the end of when the verdict came down, so he got acquitted of those 3 charges, he looked at the jury and said, thank you. Or like mouthed, thank you.
That's going to be illegal there. That's going to be illegal.
So there were groups of people outside, supporters and non-supporters. The supporters, after the verdict came in, spraying themselves with baby oil.
No.
Okay, and do you know like what they were doing in the room with the male prostitutes? No. Okay, so I read some of it, but not all of it. Yeah. So he was, he's a cuck.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He'd be in the corner of the room with a mask on, apparently, a lot of the time. And oh, mate, I can't. This is so weird to be saying this to my daughter, but it's public knowledge. Yeah. You can look it up yourself. Yeah. So apparently, he would tell the male prostitute on his girlfriends, and he would rub his own nipples.
What the fuck?
So I seen that.
I don't even know if we can. That might have been bleeped. That might get bleeped. I don't think we can put that on fucking YouTube. Google it yourself.
Oh man, it was like some of the shit. Some of the things that Cassie said she had to do, for his pleasure. Yeah. For his pleasure. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Like insane.
I heard, because I was seeing a TikTok and someone was
and the baby oil shit was true. Like lubed up.
Oh my
like they had to be lubed up.
I heard that the Jane girl, she said like that it was so often these freak offs and everything that her nipples got infected.
Oh, and they had like
what the fuck?
Injuries to their throat and shit or whatever, like because they were marathons. Fuck. They were like literal marathons. I can't even get into it. And he would just be orchestrating the whole thing.
That is fucking disturbing.
Bro, crazy shit.
He needs to get beat in jail for something worse than whatever the fuck they just did.
Yeah. So he would have been up for potential life sentences with those other 3.
Yes,
they got dropped.
I know that.
So the 2 remaining sentences carry a maximum of 10 years per sentence, but there's no minimum. So, he's found guilty.
He could get fucking 3 months.
Yeah. He could get time served because he's already been in jail for 10 years.
Wow.
So he could get time served.
What do you mean he's been in jail for 10 years?
10 months, sorry. 10 months.
I was going to say.
So, yeah, he could get time served and not serve any more time.
Better not.
They denied his bail. The judge did.
Okay, that's
a
good motion.
The defense wanted him to get bail. Said to go between New York, LA, Miami, and somewhere else.
Hell nah.
And
that sounds like freedom to me.
The prosecution was like, no.
Yeah.
No. And they were like, we'll surrender his passport. He's not going to go anywhere. But the judge was like, no, not happening.
Yeah, I don't like that. He definitely need a harsher crime, but it's just like when you have money and power, fuck, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So the freak off parties. So because all the celebrities came out, so I'd never seen shit like. Seems like they didn't.
Yeah.
The freak off parties were a party of 3.
Yeah.
Or 4 potentially. I don't know. Oh, wow. I don't know how many, but
yeah, it's really sad. It's actually really sad. Because I've seen a lot of stuff as well about when women come out and speak and they say their stories and then justice is not served.
No.
For example, Exhibit A. So, and then people were saying on TikTok, I seen he was like, but the charges that he did get served for was the things that the male prostitutes were a part of, but not the things with the women.
Oh, so like the male testimonies were believed, but not the
women weren't.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the vibe that's out there.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad. Justice need to be served.
Bro, it's freaky motherfucker.
That's unbelievable.
Bro.
No wonder Warner Bros. Sent him a fucking cease and desist.
For what?
When he dressed up as the Joker on Halloween.
Yeah,
he dressed up as the Joker.
Who was the one that drove off when he approached
Tyler
him?
the Creator.
Oh, yeah.
And he went up to Tyler the Creator and he's like, Tyler the Creator. And he's like, and he just gapped it. And then literally, I'm pretty sure the next day, Warner Bros. Sent him a cease and desist. Do not do that shit again. You are not allowed to dress
Can
up
you
as
do
the
that
Joker.
To individuals?
Well, I think because of the way of the Joker, it was very much like the Heath Ledger.
Like
there must be some type
and he was really in character.
Yeah. So they're like, we do not want to be associated with you.
Yeah.
As our villain.
Yeah.
That's crazy when you really think about it. Like, you cannot be the villain.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. He is a villain.
So, and like all his staff knew, well, not knew what was happening. Well, maybe they knew what was happening behind the doors. Maybe they didn't. But they had to go in and clean up afterwards because they couldn't let it get into the news. They couldn't let it get into the news because it was at hotels and shit. They couldn't let it get into the news.
Diddy was hearing this
big time star leaves hotel in complete mess with whatever was used. So they had to go in and clean up afterwards.
How the fuck you even clean up that much, baby?
Right, how do you work for someone who's like?
How much were they getting paid?
Oh my god, it must have been a lot. It has
to be something.
I walk in that room, I look around, no.
I'm fucking gone.
No, you can't pay me.
And you will never see me in.
You can't pay me enough to do that.
Hell no. That's crazy. He must have had something on them, keeping them around.
Money. People do shit for money.
Crazy ass.
And people want to be close to famous people.
They do.
No matter how disturbing they are.
Crazy.
Right.
Anyways. Fuck P. Diddy.
Yeah.
He should never be free.
Man, if he
should never be walking these fucking streets again.
If he makes a comeback of some kind or accepted again in the fucking
I bet
public,
he will be.
Bro, ridiculous.
He needs to be R. Kelly'd.
Yeah, but R. Kelly's in jail.
Yeah, he needs to be in jail.
Man,
he needs to be with next to R. Kelly.
He should be sentenced.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the precedent is for minimum, what judges normally give for prostitution. I have no idea.
I hope they give him 20 years. The maximum for both.
They can.
They better.
They can.
They should.
It's up to the judge now.
Honestly, I feel bad for the victims, for sure.
Well, you have to.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Fuck P. Diddy. Fuck P. Diddy. He's always been weird anyways.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
I've seen a good thing. You don't like him, Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, I don't like
but he was on a podcast. Oh, it was with Unc. Shannon Sharp.
Oh, yeah.
And he was because he was just talking about how much he loves 50.
Yeah.
And he was like, 50's never been wrong. If
Yeah.
50 doesn't like you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And he's never been wrong.
That's
he doesn't
real.
like P. Diddy, I don't
That's
fuck with P.
real.
Diddy. Like some shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So
That
like,
would have aged well.
Yeah.
That would have aged well.
Well, I think that might have come up after.
50 Cent is so funny. He's like one of my favorite people to follow on
No,
Instagram.
yeah.
He posts some funniest. He posted, Beyonce, she's on tour right now, and I don't know if I've talked about it.
That's bullshit, bro. That's a stretch.
I don't know if I mentioned
You were
it.
going to talk about something else, and then you just have to
No,
put her name in there.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm sick of this shit.
Beyonce
I'm
was
sick of this shit.
in Houston.
For anyone that doesn't know, if this is the first episode you're watching, it is her individual fucking
solo mission
to get Beyonce mentioned in every fucking episode.
And even if I didn't mention, I'm actually
whatever.
Cowboy Carter merch.
See, I can't even support your merch. I don't want to support your merch.
Anyways, no.
He tweeted or whatever.
So Beyonce, she was at her concert,
Yeah.
and her car malfunctioned.
Yes. Get to the 50 part. Who cares?
And it was tilted. And then he posted the picture. He said, "Somebody get her out of that car right now and get her back on the ground." It was just so funny. Like, I was like, why would 50 Cent even give a fuck? But yeah, he's so funny.
Got to protect Beyonce, I guess, don't you?
You do. I don't care. I don't care. Thank you, Beyonce, for everything you've done for me. I'll thank Beyonce anytime.
Fucking hell.
Anyways, guys, today, as promised, I'm going to tell a story.
As promised.
Yes, I put on my Instagram story that I'm going to say something crazy.
Okay.
I'm really going to get into it, okay? The reason that I'm not wearing my glasses so I can tell the story without singing.
Without what? Singing?
Without singing. Like, if
without
I can't
seeing yourself.
see, it's lowering my...
Does it make you feel better that you can watch this back and see yourself?
I'm not going to watch it back. I'm going to skip over this part.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, basically...
You need to, lock in
I am.
and
Gonna
just
tell my story.
dive in.
I'm going to give some context. So I'm going to tell a story, guys. If you know me, you would know that I've been single for a very long time, and I don't really dabble in this dating. In this dating games that you like to play, okay?
Yeah.
But this year I was like, okay, I should try because, life or whatever, you gotta live.
Okay.
So, and I don't never ever talk to my dad about this stuff ever.
No, she can, but we just.
But
don't.
we
We
not
just
like
don't.
that.
Yeah,
I know some people are like that. We not like that.
No.
Anyway, so I started on dating apps. For some reason, I'm banned from Tinder straight away. I don't know how.
How do you get banned from Tinder?
The only time I used Tinder was when I was in high school, so that's probably why.
What were you doing?
I was just on Tinder, but I was in high school. I was like 17. You're not allowed.
Okay,
You have to
whatever.
be 18.
Okay.
So they could have clocked that.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so I'm banned from Tinder. So I was on this other one. I don't want to give too much information to the situation, but yeah, I
told you got to lean in.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like, oh, it was this on this day. Just handle the story as it is.
Okay.
So I'm on this dating app, and then I matched with this guy, and we're talking a little bit, and he's like, oh, let's link up this weekend. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And I was like, this is crazy, happened so fast. This must be how it is.
How fast? What are we talking days?
That day.
One day?
Yeah.
And he was like, let's hook up this weekend.
Let's meet up, let's go out for blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
okay,
And I was like, okay, cool.
All right, one day.
And then, why are you treating me? I'm fucked up.
Give it 3 or 4 days.
I didn't know.
Okay.
And the way that some people I know are on dating apps or whatever, it sounds fast. Everything moves
Okay,
fast. I'm
carry
like,
on.
I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. So we're making plans. And then he's really into it. He's double texting. I'm at work.
Double texting.
You know what I mean? He's double texting, triple twisting,
yeah.
question marks. I'm like, bro, I'm at work. So then I'm kind of cool on it for a minute. I'm like, you just put the phone down.
Yeah, okay.
Then I get back on my phone. I'm on Instagram. I get a message.
From him?
No, I get a message on Instagram. Hey, girl. From this girl on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what? what have I done?
Anyway.
What is about to happen?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I just want to check, like, did you match with this person on this app? And I was like, oh my God. This is all in the same day. This is probably within 3 hours.
That would freak me the fuck out.
That freaked me the fuck out. But we're mutuals, so we follow each other.
Okay.
So we're mutuals.
Yeah.
This and that,
But
whatever.
how does she know? But anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so then I'm like, oh my God, like, the first time I try to do something and like, what is this? His wife? Kids? What's going on?
Yeah.
And so she's messaging me. I was like, yeah, girl, but like, I just got on there today. Like, it's nothing crazy because I'm, trying to prepare her, like, to let her know I'm cool off it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And she go, you'll never just like really brace yourself. Because no one would ever say this to you. Okay. And this would never happen to anybody else on the earth.
This is coming from her?
From her.
Okay.
She messaged me. She goes, yeah, well, I'm his support worker. And I just want to let you know that you probably shouldn't go on that date this weekend.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, like, she was saying, like, yeah, I can't say too much because of the job, obviously.
Yeah.
And she was like, but if, like, I know I follow you, so, like, if I was your friend, I would tell you not to do it. And that's all the information I got. But I was just like, a support worker is crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
So she must have seen his phone.
Yeah. She said, oh, he's been telling me about you. He showed me pictures of you. And I was like, oh, no. I had to message you.
That's not that embarrassing. How's that embarrassing?
Crazy.
That's crazy. It's a crazy situation. It's not embarrassing, though.
But
it's embarrassing you didn't pick up the red flags and say, nah, not happening.
Your reaction is so chill.
What?
Every single person I've told this story has busted out laughing. Like crazy, uncontrollable. My friend, I went to dinner with my friend. I told her this story.
Yeah.
She couldn't stop laughing for 20 minutes. Not joking.
Well, you just... Like, you can't tell it's somebody in need of a support worker through messages.
Oh my God.
Like, there should have, I guess should have been signs or may have been signs.
in the world for someone to say, they're never going to say that.
Yeah, no,
always
of course.
going to be a girlfriend or my sister, my this, my that. That's why it's just so random and crazy.
Well, that's just girls supporting girls. That's good.
Yeah, but your reaction is so, like, chill.
Yeah.
You didn't even bust a smile or nothing. You're like, no. Who cares?
That's scarier than funny.
What do you mean?
Like, you almost ended up going on a date with someone who potentially was going to kill you or some shit.
Yeah, but
I'm more worried about that than it being funny.
I guess because we're not friends. Like, all my friends I told this story busted out laughing, like, couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, so they just want you to get killed on the weekend.
You're just like, what the fuck? That's so crazy. But you're just like, like nothing.
Oh.
I don't know.
I've got a way more embarrassing story about dating apps.
Well, that's great.
My equivalent of a dating app.
Well, sure.
But
what?
I don't want to tell her.
Why?
Because it's fucking embarrassing. So we didn't have apps.
Yeah, back in your day.
Yeah, back in my day.
1800s.
We didn't even have phones with fucking screens on them.
Yeah.
Never mind fucking video calling and any of that shit. So we had landline phones.
Yeah.
So this was even before I owned a fucking mobile phone.
Yeah, home phone days.
And there was this, like, dating service, I guess. Not really, but kind of. But it was just all teenagers using it.
Yeah.
From what I could tell. Called Hot Gossip.
Yeah. I've heard about hot gossip in my days.
Back in the day.
The oldies telling me about it.
It was a real fad. For, like, in Auckland at least. I don't know about the rest of New Zealand, but definitely Auckland.
Yeah.
And just teenagers went wild on that shit. It was a fad for us.
Yeah.
A month, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And like, so you would call the number, you would record a message.
Yeah.
And then I think
crazy.
there was might have just been 2 options or maybe 3 options.
Yeah.
So say I called the line.
Yeah.
And then I could just hear girls saying,
that is crazy.
blah, 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 you know, I'm whatever. My name, age, whatever, if they said their ages, can't remember. And I think you would call 1 to just, beat it.
Yeah.
I think 2 was like
the original swiping.
1 was like a beat it.
Yeah.
Number 2 was like you had seen them ding. So they would get a ding. And I think that was like an invitation to message me.
Yeah.
Or 3 was like ring. So and they would connect you to.
Yeah.
If you're both still on the line, your call would connect and you would talk to them.
Hell, that sounds scary. That sounds worse than apps.
So anyway,
you can't even see them.
So we did it like there would be 2-3 of us in a room at a time, just doing it.
Yeah.
Like trying to get the most things and whatever. Like I don't think any of us used it to actually go meet a girl.
Yeah.
Or even go to a party that they said come to this party.
Oh
from
my God,
knowledge.
people would say come to the party.
Yeah, shit like that.
That is crazy.
But anyway, so I had an introduction.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Oh no.
Oh man. Okay, I have to lean into this. I have to
I'm scared.
I have to be willing to be embarrassed.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man, this is hard for me.
I'm scared.
So, remember, I'm 15-ish.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm cool.
Yeah.
We'll probably. And I did get a lot of things and rings.
I
I did get things and rings. So it worked. So anyway, I'm going to change the name that I had because the name I used was what I tagged, in certain parts of Auckland when I could be bothered going out tagging. So, fuck, should I close my eyes for this?
I don't know. I feel like I should look away.
There's a cadence. I don't even want to do the cadence to it.
This
is so embarrassing. I'm just going to fucking do it. Okay. So, I don't know if I can. Okay. Oh, bro, this is fuck. Bro, I've got family. Like, if they listen, they hear this shit.
How crazy is it that?
It's not that crazy, but it's just super embarrassing for me. And if they bring it up, it's like, fuck.
They're going to bring it up.
Yeah, of course they are. But I have to lean in.
Were any of them there? Maybe somebody knew.
Just the boys. Anyway, okay.
I'm so scared.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna look straight down the camera. Nah, not the camera. Not the camera. I'll look over here, just off camera. Hey. Okay. Oh shit. Hey ladies, it's blah blah DPG. If you wanna get down, get back on 213. Cause I ain't got time to drop you that line, but I want to talk cause you all sound so fine. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
It's so funny. It's not even that embarrassing. It's giving freestyle. It's giving rapper.
It is embarrassing.
It's giving rapper energy there.
I think I had another one, but not a rap, just a blah blah blah. I can't remember what that was.
That is so crazy.
That was my go-to.
I say bring back hot gossip.
That was my go-to, and it worked.
That is so insane.
Because it was probably mainly like Maldives and Islanders on there.
Yeah.
So.
That is so crazy.
Oh, fuck.
That is funny as fuck.
Fuck.
I feel like in my day, like when I was a teenager, our version of hot gossip is like we used to make a little Facebook status.
Yeah.
And it'll be like for a like.
Yeah.
And anybody that liked the status, then you would message them and be like, I like that you're this and that. And it was like your way to get into their messages.
Okay.
And it would be like for a like or like for a to be honest. And it used to be like people would recycle the same shit. Or you would write it on their page. And you would be like, to be honest.
Your status would be like for a like.
Yeah.
And if they liked it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't comment and say, I like blah, blah, blah.
It depends because there were levels.
Okay.
There were levels. Because you could say like for an anon-like. Which meant anonymous, which meant everybody that liked it, you wait until you get your likes up, and then you start dropping it in the comments, and then they would have to try and figure out which like is for who. Yeah.
Okay.
Or there would be other ones that was like for a like on your wall, which meant you would go onto their Facebook page and write like, I like that you're blah, blah, blah.
Bloody hell.
And then either they would respond, comment back, and then you would move into the DMs or whatever.
So really, your aim was when you wrote like for a like, you were really hoping one person would like it, just so you could chat to that one person. That was really the goal.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That was the goal. And everyone, the most common one that was like a trying to get in the DMs would be like that you're cool, but we should talk more.
Okay.
That's what everyone used to say. Or like that you're cool, but I don't really know you.
Okay.
Something like that.
See, we didn't have none of that.
Yeah, that's all we had.
So, if you weren't confident enough,
yeah,
you'd get one of your boys to go ask a girl,
yeah,
do you want to go off Bronson?
Yeah, no.
That's pretty much it.
But I feel like
so they would a girl would come up to me and say, do you want to go out with yada yada?
Yeah. I feel like with the like for like situation, it takes away having to ask like, do you want to go out?
Yeah. Well,
then it's just straight in the DMs.
Yeah.
So then it's just like you could be talking to millions of people.
Yeah.
And it's not like as official as like in real life to be like, oh, should we go out?
No, like you don't have the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the serious couples in high school, oh my God, it was crazy to me. The serious couples in high school, like to ask out, they would do like big romantic gestures. Like I've never seen in my adult life such romantic gestures that I've seen in the school.
In high school.
In the school bag racks.
Bag racks?
The bag rack zone.
What do you mean?
There used to be this one couple. I don't know if anybody, whatever. There used to be this one couple, and this guy used to buy her like massive bouquets of flowers every other week for no reason, and just bring it to school and like, here you go.
Really?
Yes, and I remember like people would organize like, I don't know if it happened at my school.
Is that like early onset love bombing?
It's trauma bonding. It's something. It's definitely something.
Yeah.
I don't know if this happened at my school, but I remember like there was, especially asking to go to formal was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And there would be places where like your friends would all be lined up with a flower and you'd walk through the school and all your friends will give you a flower, and then at the end it's like the boy with the chocolates and he's like, will you go to formal?
Yeah.
Like people used to go crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
I swear nothing gets more romantic than high school. They go crazy. And then when they get to their adult life, they've done it all.
You're probably not wrong. I did more romantic gestures for your mum like before the age of like 21 probably than I have since.
See? What does that say?
Eh?
But then I guess when you get older, it's like the hotel rooms. That's what they do.
Well, it's just get away.
The decorated hotel rooms of balloons everywhere.
Oh, no.
Flowers everywhere.
What a waste of money. What
and
are you talking
proposals, I guess. That's where we go from high school.
I had a really good proposal. Yeah.
Do you want to tell that story or not? Save it.
No, we can save it for another time.
Yeah.
When we're more on the subject.
But yeah, it's crazy. And then, so from statuses to dating apps.
Yeah.
It's really not fun now, yeah. I just download, delete.
Just get back on the dating app.
I am now. It took me a few like months to recover because I was just like, this is just clearly I'm out of my game.
Yeah.
I'm out of the zone. But it's just hard for me because I just don't like put a lot of effort into it, I feel. Like I'll just stop messaging someone for days.
Well, it's not important in your life at the moment.
Yeah.
If it was important, then you'd put
more effort.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. We'll see where the journey takes us. Seriously.
I need some grandkids fucking one day.
Yeah, well, I'm down to do it by myself.
Doesn't count.
That's what I was telling someone. I was like, I could just do it by myself, like science, whatever. And she's like, really? She's like, would you do that? She's like, no, just wait. He'll find you.
You see that?
He'll find you, girl.
One of your mates?
Yeah. And I was like, okay. Hope has been restored.
Yeah. Well, when you make it more of a priority.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's more, okay, let's not get into it. I think it's
we're already on the subject. Why not get into it?
It's more of a like self-love situation we've got going on. We've got an issue with that. Because in the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Yeah. Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, we'll keep on. I'll let you know how it goes.
Can I help?
No.
You love yourself? No, I'm not talking about find a fucking date or nothing. No. Not helping in that situation.
No. It's a self.
It's a journey of self.
It's a hard journey.
Right.
I've been going through it, but.
All right.
Anyways, that was out of it.
2 embarrassing stories. I'm pretty sure mine was more embarrassing.
Well, let's ask the audience whose story was more embarrassing.
Mine. Let us know.
I feel like it was mine.
No, yours was kind
I
of
feel like mine's
creepy.
not embarrassing, but it's just like shocking. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, mine's cringe embarrassing. Like I did that.
Yeah, but it's like funny. It's not like embarrassing.
A little embarrassing.
I think I've done worse, but let's not get into that today. Yeah. Let's leave that at that.
All right. What episode are we on?
11.
11. All right. Like, feels so robotic. So anyway, because I want to talk about how we're gonna like kind of go through different segments at this stage of the podcast.
Yeah.
Not really, just touch on it.
Yeah.
Because we've done the quiz.
Yeah.
We've got the advice.
Yeah.
And we had the Warriors, or NRL, but we're changing the Warriors to... You don't remember?
I'm not wearing my glasses.
Dad knows sports.
Dad knows sports.
So
Dad knows sports.
We're just going to cycle...
It should be Dad knows. It should be Dad knows something. Dad knows sports.
Well, Dad and daughter know sports.
Daughter doesn't.
So anyway, Dad knows sports. So we're just going to cycle through quiz, Dad advice, Dad knows sports. Today, for Dad knows sports, we're talking about something that really I wouldn't talk about.
Yeah, he hates women's sports.
I don't hate women's sports. It just doesn't interest me.
He finds it less entertaining. He finds it less athletic. He finds it less... whatever.
True.
He likes to, but...
Well, it's true.
Yeah, but it's just rude.
I'm not shying away from it. It's not rude.
It is rude.
It is not rude.
It is rude.
It is.
They are still athletic as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
They are still entertaining as fuck.
Can be.
They get more scraps than the boys. That's
to a
what
degree.
I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Well, they do in the...
NRL.
Or WNBA.
Exactly. See what I'm talking about?
But the reason is because they are less athletic.
Okay.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear why? So in the NBA...
For someone that doesn't want to touch women's issues,
well, I don't
stay in his lane.
But
he wants to be free to talk about this.
But it makes sense. So in the NBA, it's vertical. Players jump, they go high.
Okay.
A lot of basketball is played off the ground.
Yeah.
In the women's sport, women's basketball, they don't have the athleticism to be vertical, so they play on the floor. They barge,
yeah.
So there's a lot more contact. Yeah. It is scrappy.
I don't know. I just don't like the way you say shit. Like, yeah, to this.
I've got no problem with women's sports, but it just doesn't interest. There are definitely certain points. Like I'll follow pretty much any Kiwi athlete. Lydia Coes, your Valerie. Ooh, can't remember what surname she's on now.
Valerie Adams, isn't it?
Is she gone back?
Yeah. She's
okay.
Adams.
I don't know.
Adams.
But when she gets married, she does change her last name. I'm not sure if she's been married again. Okay, Valerie Adams. I mean, that's a safe one anyway, because that's her. Yeah, Valerie Adams.
Maddie
Lisa Carrington.
My friend from high school.
But then there's like the Olympics. I can pretty much watch the men's and the women's equally.
Yeah,
there will be like the men's 100 meters is the pinnacle for me personally.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, but like apart from that, like I can watch them equally.
Yeah.
The sports and the Olympics, and then you got your breakout moments, Serena and tennis, other tennis players, some golf, but not a lot. But anyway, the reason for today's Dads Know Sports is Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin motherfucking Clark, big CC.
So, and that's why we brought up basketball to begin with.
And women's sports.
Why are women so bitchy and jealous and just like, what is wrong, bro? You've got Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You've got Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You've got somebody who has come to your sport.
Yes.
Who is going to transform
I don't know why he's taking it out on me. Like, I'm
not you. I'm saying the collective you.
Yes.
Like, you've got someone in your sport that's going to transform it.
Yeah.
I follow the Indiana Fever.
Yeah.
Because of Caitlin Clark.
I've
never ever looked up WNBA scores in my life. Now I get Google alerts because of how much I look up her games.
So she must be really good.
She plays a style of basketball that's good to watch.
Yeah.
So there might be more coming.
Yeah.
So it'll make the WNBA more popular.
More players like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need her. She is Tiger Woods. Yeah. Before Tiger Woods, golf was okay.
Nobody was watching golf.
No.
Nobody gave a fuck about golf.
There was such a thing as a golf clap. That like you would say, oh, that's worth a golf clap.
Yeah.
Golf roars now.
Yeah.
You seen golf?
Everybody plays
They
golf.
fucking roar.
Everybody plays.
Like, so he changed the sport. Michael Jordan, NBA was popular before Michael Jordan because of Magic and Bird.
Yeah.
But he just took it to the next level.
Worldwide.
Yeah. So I'm not saying
Global.
Caitlin Clark is going to be the GOAT of women's basketball. She may not be the best ever. That's irrelevant. She's here now, and what she's doing, I've got fucking numbers. And I'm going to go through some of these. I don't want to miss shit.
Yeah.
But the woman, like the old heads,
Yeah.
she's like, before she got into the league,
Yeah.
nah, she's not going to be any good.
Yeah.
Her game's not going to translate. She's not going to do well, blah, blah, like heaps of them. Just hating, bro. It's like, why? And then when she got in the league, you got players like literally bowling her over.
Yeah, I've
and
seen
just
some
smacking
crazy
her.
shit.
Like, why? Like, I understand there's a hazing period, every sport. So, like, when she first got in the league, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's still happening.
Yeah.
The second year in the league.
Yeah.
It should have stopped. They should
It's
be.
hard, yeah.
They should be championing her.
They should.
They, like.
They're so.
So, before she got to the league.
Yeah.
So, the average attendance
Yeah.
in the WNBA, 6,600 fans in the stands per game. Last year, her first year in the league, the average went up to 9,800.
Yep.
But her games,
Yeah.
the average is 17,000.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
When she plays teams, certain teams, they move their games to a bigger venue. Because their venue can't hold the amount of people.
Well, she's that girl.
Because she's coming.
She's really her.
There was a game earlier this year.
She's doing her big one.
Where she was going to go and play.
Yeah.
The tickets were like, I can't remember the numbers, but they were like $120.
Yeah.
She got injured. So then the tickets that were being sold for that game went from $120 to $15.
Crazy.
She released a shoe 30th of June, just a couple of days ago. Sold out in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Less than 10 minutes. They don't know what the number of shoes was.
How many units?
It's more than 10,000 shoes.
Yeah.
Sold out less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours after they were all gone, they were already on eBay for double the price.
Crazy.
Right, this is what she's doing. So since she got injured this year, television viewership dropped 55%.
Wow.
Okay, and then fucking merchandise since she joined the league up 600%.
Damn.
600%.
She better be getting a cut.
Not her specifically.
She better be getting a cut from the WNBA. She needs to be on their payroll.
These figures aren't just solely her. But she is
a big part.
Probably greater than 90% of the reason why.
Well, I know about Angel Reese.
Hold on, but I've got more numbers. Hold on.
Yeah.
So All-Star votes increased 540%.
Crazy.
All-Star game views up 305%.
Yeah.
And then sellout crowds increased 240%.
That's crazy. That's actually.
And then so recently they did player votes for the All-Star game, and she was voted 9th by the players, not for the entire league, just for guards. So that's only 2 positions on the floor. Voted 9th. They're hating.
Why?
They're hating.
It's hard though because
you have to vote if she's first. Fan votes, she was first. I think media votes, she was 3rd. That's okay. There are established players in the league.
Yeah.
So even though she is the most famous, it doesn't matter. You can try and argue you're wrong. She is.
Angel Reese. She went to the Met Gala.
Yeah, so.
That means she's famous.
She is famous. And like she comes up on my algorithm as well now because of like they've got a feud.
They've got a beef.
Yeah. But her game is
ugly.
It is. There's no other way to put it. It's ugly. Like, but she can play.
Yeah.
Like she's not like a horrible player.
Yeah.
She's a horrible shooter. Like
I heard about
I don't like talking bad.
Yeah.
Like, but so her game doesn't attract me.
Yeah.
As a viewer. So like, I mean, I just gotta say, like, if this ever made it anywhere to anyone that bothers to want to listen, like, just support her, right? You need her. She is
her.
She is.
She's her.
Until there's another
she
her.
Is her. But it would be good if she is the like first. But it would be good if coming after her.
Yeah.
They're like similar.
So.
Or the new people coming in are like her vibe.
It has to be said. I don't know one way or the other. She is white. So there are racial implications because a lot of the hate comes from athletes that aren't white.
Okay.
I don't have a view one way or the other. I like the game.
Yes.
I like the game she plays. I like the style of game she plays. It wouldn't matter if she was whatever race.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Her game is what
brings.
yes. She's got step back threes.
Yeah.
She hypes the crowd. It's just her game.
I have to say one thing. What's with the headband?
Her wearing a headband?
Yeah.
Oh. She's got long hair.
I used to have a headband.
Headbands must
I used
be.
to have headbands like that.
She could sweat a lot.
It's a small, skinny headband. It's like a hair tie, but if a hair tie was a headband.
Really?
Yeah.
Why can't I picture it in my brain?
I don't know. That's all I see.
I see.
Wait.
Videos and images of
I need
her.
a fucking headband right now.
But anyway,
what the fuck?
those women in the WNBA, they need a lock-in. Support this lady.
I know, but it's hard.
From a competitive point of view, obviously not.
Yes.
You know, stamp
Obviously
your mark in your game. But ride the wave. The wave is here.
But
ride the wave.
It's hard for women because.
See, that's what I said at the beginning. Why are women so bitchy? And now you're saying it's hard for women.
No,
what's so hard?
for
ride the wave, bro.
No, it's not about that. It's just like the societal pressures of it all, and women are always pitted against each other in life, and women are always
pitting themselves against.
But it's just like I feel like it's like generational trauma against yourself. I'm taking this into another stratosphere of a topic, and I'm not educated enough as I should be, especially as a woman. But I know that we got it tough and rough out here. It's just mind games that have been implanted in us for generations because of the patriarchal society that we live in.
All right. I didn't
need to take it there, but
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
And you know me.
This is Dad No Sports.
This is Dad.
This is Dad
I'm gonna take it there every time.
This is Dad No Sports. Done. Thank you. Moving on to our movie of the week.
Support Caitlin Clark. Support Angel Reese.
Support the
NRLW. Support WNBA. Support netball. Get into it.
Okay.
Support women.
Support women in sport. Yes.
Period. Support women. Period. Women in business. Women in sport. Women in finance. Women in medical field. Women in construction. Women doing training. What is that?
You need to be on a different podcast.
Let's support women at all times.
Yes.
Always, forever.
Fight the power.
Just think about it.
We're moving on.
If you think about it,
think
about your mom or your grandma. Think about the matriarchs in your own family anytime you want to talk shit about women. Love you guys.
You've just hijacked my segment. Completely.
You don't want to take it there, calling us bitchy, this and that. So I'll take it there.
Wasn't the whole worldwide. It was just, but whatever. Okay.
Support the W. Period.
Yeah.
Woman.
Moving on to movie of the week.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, mate. Oh, roller coaster.
I like to take us places.
You're a roller coaster.
I like to go places that maybe we're not supposed to be there. Maybe.
Yeah.
At least we're talking about it. At least it's out there.
When there's a fork in the road, take it. Anyway.
When there's a fork in the road, have a meal. Eat
anyway,
it up.
Moving on to movie of the week. So, in lockstep with our embarrassing stories, dating and whatever, lack of dating.
And you know what else is really hard about that as well? It's hard.
We're trying to move on. We're trying to move on.
It's hard when your parents are like basically high school sweethearts. That's hard too, because it's like, what dating advice could you give me? You've been with the same person for 35 million years.
Moving on.
You don't know what it's like out here.
No.
To be 20, how old am I? 26 and single? You would have no idea.
You 26?
What?
You old.
You're literally my dad, bro.
Anyway, moving on.
Pushing 50, calling me old.
I'm young. I'm not even 45. What are you talking about?
Pushing 50.
I'm young. I'm the prime of my motherfucker.
Prime of your life.
No. Anyway, carry on. Movie of the week.
Movie of the week.
Yes, in lockstep with the dating, not dating mishaps, whatever. We're doing favorite rom-com.
Period.
So
I'm saying mine first because I know you're gonna steal it.
Well, no.
Because it's the best rom-com of all time.
Nah, it's not.
Fight with your mom.
I know what you're gonna say, and it's not.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 days. It is.
Meh.
Don't even act like that. She is like basically a journal girl. What is it? A column girl for Vogue. He is basically the column guy for fucking sports magazine. They're just a match made in heaven. They didn't even know about it. He's trying to get her. She's trying to lose him. Little do they know they've fallen in love.
No, he's in advertising.
For sports.
Not a sports columnist. No, because he wants.
Oh yeah, diamonds,
he wants the diamonds.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. It is what it is.
Best of all time. Doesn't even know what the characters do. Anyway, carry on.
It's a beautiful story, and I love that dress. And every girl out there knows exactly what dress I'm talking about. And if I could ever replicate that in a way for an event, for something in my life, I will do that.
The yellow dress.
The yellow dress.
Yeah. When she tries to steal the necklace.
She didn't try to steal the necklace.
Yeah, I know.
I love that movie so much.
It is a good movie.
I miss movies like that.
How many times do you think you've seen it?
I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid.
Not the question.
Maybe 50.
Really?
Nah, 20.
Okay.
20 times.
I'd say probably more than 5, less than 10. I've seen that
movie so much. And you know that scene where she goes back to his home and they're playing bullshit. Right. I love that because it's just like, oh, my family, we play cards. I was like,
you're gonna bring
someone around so we can play cards.
You're gonna try and recreate that scene.
I am, and nobody's gonna know except everybody's gonna know now.
Are we gonna play bullshit or shithead?
Shithead, of course.
Yeah.
Have to be shithead. Anyway, so it's not the best rom-com, then what is?
Well, we're not doing best rom-com.
Yeah, we never do best because if it's best, he will never make up his mind.
No.
So
we're just doing good or
favorite,
great.
One of the best.
Yeah. So I've got one.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd guess it.
Okay.
Not in a
million years.
Yeah.
Bridget Jones style.
No, definitely not. Not for me.
Even
not for me.
It.
Anyway.
Wait. Can you give me a hint?
It's just not going to be one that's like at the
forefront of my brain.
Frontal vortex. Is that what it's called?
Frontal vortex.
I don't know. Anyway.
Frontal lobe.
3-word title.
3-word title.
Can't give you too long.
50 First Dates.
No. Good rom-com. Yeah.
Great rom-com.
Really good. Yeah.
3 words. Not Titanic. Are we there yet?
No. That's it. 3 guesses. That would have been a crazy one. That's a decent movie. The kids in that are good.
I love that movie.
Yeah. So anyway.
One more.
Well, one more guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
High School Musical.
That's not a rom-com.
That's
not a rom-com. Anyway, not a rom-com.
Could be.
No.
Can be.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Wow, what a great
good movie.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than rom-com.
It is rom-com though.
It's deeper than that.
It is rom-com though.
It's culture. It's great movie. I don't know if it's the best rom-com.
Huh? That's one of my favorites.
But it's deeper than rom-com.
What?
It's more than that.
It's still rom-com. Every rom-com has that moment, like about 10 minutes before the end, where it gets really serious.
Like the Mahjong I'm talking about.
Yeah. And even in that other movie, like when...
The yellow dress.
Yeah. And then on the bridge, there's always a moment where it gets real serious.
But Crazy Rich Asians was like a cultural movement for Asians.
Yes.
Oh, that was
a good movie.
It was a great movie. Yeah. It is a great movie. It was a book.
Was it?
Yes, it was a book. I believe.
Spoiler alert. In fact, if you haven't seen it, that's your bloody problem. When she first meets the grandma.
Yeah.
Because you already know the mum is not an ally.
Yeah.
Or, the mother or mother-in-law to be.
Mm.
So then she meets the grandma for the first time. That's an ally.
Yeah.
But then when they're at the wedding event of the year, the other wedding, and then the grandma sees the shit that the mum found, got a private investigator to look her up or whatever, and then the grandma's like, nah, that's what, oh shit, no.
Yeah.
I thought the grandma was still gonna be, and she was like, nah, cut that, go on. No, we traditional up in here.
We traditional as fuck around this bitch. Yeah, great movie. I want to watch it again. I've only seen it like twice.
That's another one for me, between 5 and 10.
I've only seen it.
I watched it like about 3 weeks ago.
What?
Like I was just scrolling.
Yeah.
Because I can watch movies over and over again.
Yeah, I can too.
I'm not like I can.
I can too.
And I was scrolling, and it came up, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'll just watch it.
I love the wedding. You know when you're walking down the aisle and it's like water?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. I want that.
So impractical. So stupid.
So amazing. And it's beautiful.
I thought a lot of the decorations in that wedding were ugly.
But
I'm colorblind. So the colors may not have worked.
You see this?
Yes, I can. Shut up.
You can't even see this behind
yes, I
right
fucking
now,
can.
please.
Anyway, we better move on. So, again, that's like the third, fourth time you've done that. Not today, obviously. That's why her can is all
Warriors sponsorship.
Her can is all dented.
Where's the sponsorship?
Anyway, we got to finish this up. We got to wrap this up. So the song, in keeping with the theme, I don't know how we got onto a wedding song. So wedding.
I don't want to say favorite love song.
Yeah. So a wedding. So I didn't have a wedding, even though I'm married.
Even though he's been married for 35 years.
21. 20, almost 22. Yeah. But our wedding song would have been "Chasing Cars" by Snow Patrol.
Yeah. But was it even out then?
Yeah.
I thought that was your song.
Oh, nah. It wasn't our first. It wasn't our first song. Our first song that we kind of bonded over was a Lauryn Hill song. But then I think that song was about her son or something. Not Zion.
Oh, to Zion. Oh, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, I can't remember which song. I can't remember which song. But anyway.
No, I mean that song.
It might have been Zion because we were thinking of it as a place.
Yeah.
Until we knew. But yeah, nah. But yeah, Chasing Cars. If we got married now, it would be Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. And the best thing about that is we wouldn't have to dance because there's a line in here that says, "Would you just lie with me?"
So what were you going to do?
Lie down.
Lie down on the fucking dance floor. I can't take
just lie there.
Mine is I'm actually sad because it recently went TikTok viral a little bit, which I was just like, oh my god, nobody knew this song, and now it's TikTok viral and everybody knows it.
Okay.
But it's "Best of Me" by Anthony Hamilton.
No idea. You're gonna have to.
You're the best of me. Amazing. Something I don't even know what.
Have you got more?
No.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm trying to think how it went viral on TikTok. Good morning. It's breakfast.
Is it a jazz song? You're moving like it's jazz.
Giving you the best of me.
Okay.
Amazing. It's a great song.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Seriously.
You'll have to play it for me later because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Also, guys, I failed the challenge.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, you failed the challenge from last week. And I've got a punishment.
Oh, no,
she was meant to go to the gym 5 times last week. I've got a punishment. We are going to the Warriors in August.
The Titans game.
Yeah, we're going Warriors Titans. We're going to be in the Titans members section. She thinks I'm going to tell her she has to wear a Titans shirt. Jersey. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
We're going to the Titans game.
Yeah.
Her punishment is she has to wear a blindfold while the game is on. You can hear what's going on. You cannot see what's going on. That is your punishment for not going to the gym 5 times last week.
If 3 people comment.
3?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, I'm making it hard.
I mean, that's fair for the number.
If you make it to the end, if you heard about it, then I'll do it.
Oh, 3 people. You need to comment. She has to do it. Please.
And if there's no comments,
I'm going to fucking force people to comment.